Oh, moment of truth, getting down to the real nitty gritty stuff now. Oh, if they're gonna be anywhere, they're gonna be down here in ground level somewhere. I think I just saw one move. Did you see someone move then? Such a fairy. I'm getting on with it. I'm putting everything out. If I know where it goes, I put it goes. A lot of the stuff is just stuff that hasn't been put back to where it was pulled out of. But I've got to show you. I picked up this tin, this biscuit tin. Look, a nest of WD-40 tins. So we can put them back on the shelf. I thought I was running short. Like this. Big square lights. They're in the way. All they needed doing was putting up, but we haven't got round to putting them up. So now they've gone from not being put up to being in the way. So I've still got lots of bits and pieces. Maybe buying them pictures out the car boot. I haven't got wall space to put them. Anyway, let's crack on. Why oh why do I buy big wrenches that would look great on the wall, hanging on the wall, but I've got no room on the wall to hang them? Reggie, you idiot! It comes. Our first definite item for the Tata, for the scrap man. Same as these, I don't use them, I don't do any jacking, do I? So why do I hang on to old jacks? Okay, you could clean them up, do something with them, make a YouTube story or something, but, and yes, it is history and it's vintage, but they're just here and immovable. They're always in the way. Always in the way. Come on. Shall we go to the scrap man? I know it's criminal. Don't get distracted by starting to look at them and read them and find the names and try and find the age of them, and then all of a sudden you're not going to throw them, are you? No. That's the problem, isn't it? Everything I find I've picked up for a reason, and I picked these up for a reason. And then you go to throw them away, or you rediscover them, and then you think, oh, I'm going to throw that away. That's a interesting looking vintage jack with a name on it. I've got this awful affliction of being a hoarder. I'm feeling like those people that you see on television. I buy stuff brand new and I never even open it or use it. Then I rediscover it. I'm feeling really guilty now. More hammers for the mix. So if the rats are going to be anywhere, they're in these bags that I've brought from the car boots. Had a look, put it in the bag, put it on the shelf. Oh dear, I worry about moving that quilt. It's in a bag, it's in one of them vacuum bags to really cover over the bike, but I've got plenty of quilts, so proceed with great care. We've got some more paper there, look. I didn't show you these, did I? Plastic covered. I think they are metal. Plastic covered, very thin metal tubing. These have got to be a fantastic project somewhere, somehow. This many of them, one or a dozen on its own, is one thing, but wow. I can feel a fantastic, some sort of a rack. These within a wooden frame, you know, piece of wood that side, piece of wood this side. I can feel a fantastic, even if it was a bug thing, I don't know. But I didn't show you them, did I, that had come in? Oh, thank you, Steve. That's definitely, a bag full of them is definitely a project, isn't it? Somewhere, somehow, in the future. So this is from, I misunderstood and I made a tool caddy, Scoutcrafter. First Scoutcrafter challenge I did. But let me show you what this is. Let me strip these off and show you what this is. I think it was Scoutcrafter I was talking about hoses. That you know, you've often seen the brass end of a quite a thick hose, 4, 5, 6 inch hose that the firemen use, and they screw it on. He was making a fire hydrant thing, wasn't he? And you see the little finger sticking out, don't you, on the hose? Well, this clips onto the finger and turns the hoses. This is a when I was with Shipfair, this is the handle to tie on and off the hoses. And I was looking for it at the time and I couldn't find it, and I was going mad. I thought it's a 2.5 inch there and a 3 inch, so it means a 3 inch hose here and a 2.5 inch hose. And can you see, this is how it tightens up those connections. Yeah, 3 inch hose, it tightens up those connections. Anyway, let's carry on. I keep getting distracted. Hey, look at this, a tub of towels. I'm not going to show them to you because you might accuse me of doing advertising. We've even got bags of jars. I've just picked up a bag of cloths that was there unused. Now I've got a bag of jars to put away. Hey Deb, look what I found. You accused me of stealing it to wipe the face of the cameras, the CCTV cameras. You were right, it was here, but it was well buried. And at the scene, let's gas them. Let's get some gas into them. Oh, it smells. But there's no spark. I should chase them away, do you think? I don't know. I think that gas was a bit OTT. Let's right, I'm prepared. Let's chase them that way if they're going to go anywhere. I can't see anything anywhere, can you? Did you see anything move? Oh! That feces, don't you? But you haven't been chewing the corners of this in any way. So maybe they've not been there long. Maybe we've caught them early enough, maybe. Don't know. Anyway, let's carry on. Let me take a brave pill. Yeah, let me take a brave pill first. And then we'll continue. If they're going to be anywhere, they're going to be inside this cupboard, aren't they? Oh, and we've got to open that door. Oh, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm not sure if I'm ready. Oh, what the hell are we going to use? How are we going to protect ourselves? Here we are, right. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on then. Come on then. Come on then. Come on then. Come on. Come and get it. No, they're not in there. Ooh. They're not in there. I keep so much garbage. What? You know, these are them these are the lids that were on top of the coffee jars. Do you know the black lidded coffee jars? They were on. Why did I keep a whole box of them? Anyway, we're getting there. We're being brave and we're forging forwards. So we're going to try plan B. I haven't seen them run out that way yet, so they've got to be in here. So let's try a bit of this. So it was emptier than I thought. Okay, so you know, I do like keeping fire extinguishers everywhere, but there's no point keeping empty ones thinking that they're full. So Another thing, definite going to the scrap man. Pick up some gas ones, some powder ones, you know. I've got water ones, but they're always better to have some of these on hand. The good thing is, when you do sorting out like this, you find half tubs of paint that you can catch up on, do a bit of painting. We like black, don't we? We like black here, yeah. And this year, we are going to do the doors. We're going to do these big doors black this year. And we can do up around there different colour or a different shade. It won't really match. We won't interfere with the house, but this and that can be done with whatever's left on the paint, won't it? So we've got lots to do this year, lots to do. Of course, being retired, I've got all the time in the world, haven't I? So, woo! This is a secret all them old codgers didn't tell us about. Being retired is fantastic. And all them old codgers were keeping that secret to themselves, weren't they? Right, let's go where no man has been before. Who the hell keeps lids of coffee jars? These were the lids that were on top of coffee jars. Yeah. And who the hell, what sort of idiot keeps them for years and years and years and years and never does anything with them? Enough of that malarkey now. Whilst I'm thinking about it, let's get rid of them. We kept them for years and years. Tell me this then. What sort of idiot keeps cutting disc tins, so many, for that long that they rust? What the hell? What the hell am I going to do with this? You know. Oh well, I'll keep them because one day there might be an apocalypse and these tins are going to save me. I feel such a plonker. You lot are going out with you, out with you. This reminds me, we must go up to Anchor Supplies, mustn't we? We've had an invite, I spoke to the lady, I can go. How can one film explode so badly, so much? 42,000 views, and now we're back to normal. It's crazy, isn't it? YouTube is a fickle world, isn't it? You would think with 42,000 views on Anchor Supplies, some of them would have transferred over, and some of them would have, tick all that malarkey, and my viewing would have gone up. But it seems to have settled to the same again, isn't it? But anyway, I've had permission, and I will go. And there's a few other Army Navy stores around locally that we can go to. So that's reminded me, we must go and do an Anchor Supplies film. Hey, look at this. We haven't seen this in a while, have we? This is the original Light of Truth. And then we got this next, didn't we? So now this is the Light of Truth. Wow. We haven't seen that in ages. I don't think they've been here very long, you know, because these boxes haven't been chewed. You know, usually you'd see signs of them. I keep bags of rags. I keep rags in the bin. But even these bags of clothes, of rags that Debbie throws out, I always keep them as rags. Even those bags haven't been chewed. So, I think they're sort of a new arrival of rats. I think they've been disturbed somewhere else, because there has been a lot of house building and stuff. Or they've got that many of them, they've had to spread out, come out of the fields and find something else. So I'm sort of, yes, they are here. Yes, we have seen them. Oh, and we haven't seen them run away yet. So I don't think, maybe we've just caught them in time. We'll have a look. But yeah, we're slowly getting through it. Oh, look, we collect vintage tool books, don't we? Tool station. Who thinks that in sort of 80, 60, 70, 80 years time, these are going to be highly sought after. And oh, you've got a machine mark book. Oh, right. You know, we take them for granted. I think they've stopped printing them now even. And they end up in the bin, don't they? Because they go out of date and whatever. And yet, we lust over old vintage tool books. How things change. Somebody somewhere wants a screen for an FJR 1300. And that was how long ago? Blimey. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. So this is the last one. What are we going to use? Let's get a piece of wood now. Let's use this hammer handle. Now, you see the bag of rags, they were excess. I always keep my rags in a bin. So I've always got a bin full of rags in the workshop whenever it comes along. But, hello? Come on. Ooh. If they're in anywhere, they're in there. I don't think they are. And we have made it. We've made it. We've found a bit of flooring. We've made it down to the floor. Where the hell they've gone, I don't know. There must be some way or some hole. Do they make their way through brickworks, or whilst our back has turned, have they ran through the door? Hopefully. But anyway, they're not here. Bits and pieces. Trouble is, you've got to keep a chair in your place, haven't you? You've got to keep a dustbin full of rags. You can't throw away armoured cable in case a plumbing job comes in. Big thing in the way. I think we killed it, I'm not sure. Or I don't think it goes as quick as it could go. Do you persevere with it, or do you out it? And what have we got under there? So anyway, you've never seen the bottom of the shelves, have you? Just brackets. A tub full of horseshoes. We do use them, don't we? So, we are definitely making progress, as in getting the stuff out. But we've got to make a decision and see what's coming in. So let's finish just clearing this up now. And bring the car and throw stuff in the car ready to go to the tip, I think. Yeah. I think it's wash my hands thoroughly and make a cup of tea time and have a think about it. There's a few, well, there must have been 6 or 7 hammers come back into stores. So that was just on the floor. We haven't even started clearing the benches yet. We'll find loads of hammers in there then.